Hello, fellow travelers. We're kicking off our adventure today from the beautiful Quinta do Conde. And just like that, the adventure begins. We're waving goodbye to Quinta do Conde, a town with a name that whispers of Portugal's noble past. Quinta means estate or farm, and Conde means count. This area was historically part of the vast lands belonging to the Counts of Sesimbra. It's grown from a quiet agricultural parish into the vibrant community we see today, but its roots are forever tied to the grandeur of Portuguese nobility. Today, it blends modern life with cultural associations that shape its identity. Quinta do Conde offers a unique glimpse into urban expansion near important industrial hubs, just 30 kilometers from Lisbon and 20 kilometers from Setúbal. This road we're on, winding our way up towards Almada, is more than just asphalt. It's a modern pilgrimage route. For decades, this has been the path taken by millions of faithful and tourists alike, all drawn to the iconic figure awaiting us at the top. Every curve brings us closer to one of Portugal's most powerful symbols of peace and gratitude. This road holds significance as it connects the southern bank of the Tagus River to Almada, facilitating access for visitors coming from Lisbon and beyond. The route is vital for locals and tourists, symbolizing the bridge between city life and the spiritual landmark towering above. Welcome to the Sanctuary of Christ the King. This monumental statue, standing at 110 meters tall, was inspired by the famous Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. It was built between 1949 and 1959. Look down here at the base. This is the statue of Mary, the Immaculate Heart, in a posture of prayer, interceding for humanity, as a vow of gratitude from the Portuguese bishops, thanking God for sparing Portugal from the direct horrors of World War II. The statue's outstretched arms symbolize Christ's embrace of the city and its people, and the statue of Mary praying, a powerful representation of faith and devotion. And this beautiful modernist building beside us houses the sanctuary's administration and is itself an architectural gem, blending seamlessly with the sacred purpose of this place. Time for a little cultural deep dive in the souvenir shop. Beyond the typical postcards, you'll find some truly unique items here. Look at these beautiful hand-painted tiles, or azulejos, depicting the monument. They're a classic Portuguese art form. The shop serves as a cultural hub where visitors can take home a piece of the experience, supporting the preservation efforts of the monument and its surroundings. The shop here also reflects the spiritual and artistic heritage of the area. You can also find rosaries blessed at the sanctuary, miniature replicas of the statue, and local ginginha, a sweet cherry liqueur that's a taste of Lisbon itself. This shop isn't just for trinkets. It's a place to take a little piece of Portuguese faith and craftsmanship home with you. Standing guard over this sacred ground are these magnificent ancient olive trees. In Portugal, the olive tree is far more than a source of oil. It's a profound symbol of peace, wisdom, and resilience. Some of these trees could be centuries old, silent witnesses to history. They connect this modern sanctuary to the ancient Mediterranean landscape, a living reminder of the peace this monument represents. The idea for the Sanctuary of Christ the King originated from a vow made by the Portuguese Episcopate, the collective body of bishops, in 1934. They pledged to build a monument to Christ the Redeemer if Portugal was spared from the horrors of World War II. Miraculously, Portugal remained neutral and was indeed spared from direct involvement in the major fighting. While inspired by Brazil's Christ the Redeemer, the Portuguese monument was conceived and built with a distinct message of peace and divine protection, directly linked to the vow made during a time of global conflict. It was intended as a symbol of gratitude and a hopeful beacon. Esplanade of the Sanctuary of Christ the King, the breeze gently blowing, and we found that perfect spot. The vast expanse of the Tagus River stretches before us, and across it, the captivating cityscape of Lisbon unfolds. Here we are, perched high above Almada, with this absolutely breathtaking panoramic view. The mighty Tagus River is our foreground, and across it, the vibrant heart of Lisbon beckons. The Cristo Rei, completed 1959, and the 25 de Abril Bridge, completed 1966, are forever linked. They were constructed during the same era of Portugal's Estado Novo regime. One represents spiritual salvation and peace. The other represents technological progress and connection. Together, they form the most recognizable symbol of modern Lisbon. It's no coincidence that the Ponte 25 de Abril bears a striking resemblance to San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. In fact, both bridges were built by the same American company, the American Bridge Company, a subsidiary of U.S. Steel. This shared heritage in design and engineering is remarkable. Look at Lisbon spread out before us. What's truly astonishing is that Lisbon is one of the oldest cities in Western Europe, predating even Rome, Athens, and Paris. It's believed to have been settled by Phoenicians as early as 1200 BC. Imagine the layers of history that have unfolded here. The phrase Vigiai e Orai, which translates to watch and pray, is not a building itself, but rather a powerful inscription on one of the iconic statues that form the sacred circuit at the base of the Christ the King monument. The Christ the King monument features several notable landmarks and inscriptions. São Mateus, Iorai, Vinha Nascente das Águas, São João, Eucaristia, a Ordem, Crisma, Baptismo, and Vós sereis o meu povo all hold significant religious and symbolic meaning, reflecting the monument's role as a sacred space and a testament to the Catholic faith in Portugal. Let's walk around the base. This isn't just a pedestal, it's a theological journey. These 8 statues represent saints and sacred figures central to Portuguese devotion and the history of the Catholic Church in Portugal. São Mateus, Saint Matthew, the Evangelist. Vinde a nascente das águas, come to the spring of waters, a reference to baptism and spiritual life. São João, Saint John, the beloved disciple. E orai, and pray, a call to prayer. Eucharistia, the Eucharist, the central sacrament. A ordem, the order, likely honoring religious orders. Chrisma, chrism, referring to the holy oils used in sacraments. Baptismo, baptism, the door to the Christian life. Vos sereis o meu povo, you shall be my people, a powerful biblical promise from the book of Jeremiah, encapsulating the covenant between God and the faithful. Each one tells a story, making this monument a book written in stone. The cross, formed from metal rods, mounted on the railing of a viewpoint overlooking the Tagus River and Lisbon beyond. Olive trees at Cristo Rei. They offer an elegant, living accent, a quiet nod to tradition, a visual flourish, and a peaceful complement to a monument of monumental scale. And just look at that view. Doesn't that remind you of the Golden Gate? Breathtaking, isn't it? This is the 25th of April Bridge, one of the longest suspension bridges in Europe. It was built by the same company as the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, hence the familiar red color and structure. Below us is the Tagus River, the lifeblood of Lisbon for centuries, connecting the city of Almada, where we are, to the capital, Lisbon, shimmering in the distance. This view alone is worth the trip. Finding these perfect moments of serenity where nature, architecture, and faith all exist in one perfect frame. What an incredible day exploring the sanctuary of Christ the King. A huge thank you to all of you who followed along today. If you're new here, welcome. We explore hidden histories and amazing sights every week. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring.